It's time, it's go time! I forgot this was a rolling start, I'm so sorry. Here we have Zephyr on the lead. Good start from him. Buldani trying to gain some time. We have a battle already for P4. Tesla Fighter being in danger with Slinhus. Slinhus attacking already on the first corners of this track. JG gaining some distance from Tesla Fighter. Tesla Fighter right with Sling and Marcio right behind, but Marcio is going for the inside. I don't think so. Well, no, okay, I didn't see where Sling was. Here we have GG. He's going to take the outside, but not enough. Buldani keeps the position for now. Definitely trying to gain some distance. The top three already separated. Marcio is already overtook Tesla Fighter, and Tesla Fighter being in danger. Arcunia 15 has a penalty, 2-second penalty. But it's already behind Tesla Fighter. He overtook Slinho and Jikirbu trying to catch Slinho. Meanwhile at the front, Buldani. Oh, I'm so sorry, I lost the overtake. JG already in P2. And let's see if he manages to catch Zephyr. Good start from JG, but Buldani, whoa! Be careful, guys, be careful, a touch from Buldani, and JG loses the position. Oh, and he's going for the last position. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, this is not good for JG, and wow, this I didn't saw the move. Cameras weren't helping that. We're helping that much, but what a shame. Zephyr already pitting on the first lap, I think, but it doesn't let me change for his camera. Meanwhile, Buldani at the front of the race, Marcio Diaz behind. Tesla Fighter already pitting, so they are giving away the hearts in the first lap of this race, and certainly they will keep the mediums and the soft tires for the rest. Let's see how this strategy goes. Not a good start. Actually, JG had a good start, but what a shame. That touch from Buldani ruining his first lap of the race. And oh my word, the cameras are so close to this track. I can't see any action, honestly. Meanwhile, Slinho with Arcunia behind. Someone is struggling a little bit. It's Jake here. Let's see how this goes. You know, I'm so sorry, I forgot to remove the music. I thought I'd already removed it. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so sorry for this little break, but the game needed to be restarted since I was watching a black screen. Well, we have JG and Arcunia 15 on the pits. Buldani and Marcio Diaz fighting for P1. The virtual P1, I must say. Tesla Fighter in front of Zephyr. They both chose a different strategy and decided to pit in the second lap of this race. Oh, and here they are side by side. Marcio tries the outside of the corner, but he doesn't make it. Buldani defends pretty well for now. Let's see how this battle goes. Marcio Diaz is going to try the inside. And there's no chance to Buldani to defend this time. Here they are on the fastest parts of the track. Marcio Diaz takes the lead of this race, but Buldani doesn't give up. Marcio Diaz with the fastest lap for now. Buldani tries to break a little bit late, but doesn't work. He did a little bit wide. As now Marcio takes the lead and tries to run. Tries to run away from Buldani. Meanwhile, 24 seconds behind, we have Tesla Fighter and Zephyr. Actually, Zephyr 13 seconds behind Test. We have a variety of strategies for now. Arcunha in last place. Probably have pitted. Let me check the things. Yeah, Arcunha 15 with the hard tires. JG with the hard tires as well, after that crash with Buldani. Decided to try a long stint. Weirdly, we have a bug on the number of laps. It shows that JG and Cunha are on the first lap. Really weird bug. But the game is broken, so nothing new. Meanwhile, Tesla Fighter not gaining any time to Buldani, but compared to Test and Zephyr, Marcio and Buldani have to pit still. So technically, Test is in the front of the race now. Zephyr making the fastest sector and already with the fastest lap, 24.8. JG on his recover and oh, alright, the grid is now, the timetable is now correct. JG and Arcunha are P5 and P6 on the lap 6 obviously, not on the first lap. Daniel Russo and JQ P7 and P8. Marcio Diaz gaining some time from Buldani. Good battle over there. Gaining the lead in a clean way. But let's see how this strategy from Tesla Fighter and Zephyr goes. Zephyr flying, making purple sectors along the track. And for now, there isn't any battle on the way. This race is now controlled by the strategies. And honestly, I can't wait to see which strategy is going to be the best one. Cunha meanwhile tries to catch Cunha. And it's in a good way for that, because Cunha at the moment have the soft tires, while Cunha is on the hard ones. JG is some seconds ahead, also in the same strategy as Cunha. Losing some time for Marcio. Good pace from Marcio. Controlling the race smoothly, but he will have to pit soon. His mediums are practically dead. And he's already losing some time for Buldani. Not that much. No, he's gained again. But Buldani has a complete dead tire. His right front is completely dead. So Buldani must pit now. Probably Marcio and Buldani will pit now. Let's see. Here it is. Marcio pits and Buldani keeps going. What am I watching, my friends? Cool, then he keeps going with the dead tire. Let's see how this... oh, I can't believe. Let's see how this works. I'm impressed, to be honest. Still managing to control the car. Certainly not flat out on these first corners. Tesla Fighter meanwhile goes P2 and Zephyr overtakes Marcio. I don't think this is not good. This is not good to do Danny. Meanwhile, Marcio left the pits, 9 seconds behind Zephyr. Marcio is with hard tires, playing now for a long stint. And folks, I can't believe this strategy from Blue Danny. His front tires are completely dead. Let's see how... I can't believe this. Let's see how this overcut on Marcio works. Let's see how this works. Interesting strategy from Blue Danny. Already with a low level of fuel. And in this previous lap, Blue Danny did a 2.8.1. Here we have Marcio not catching Zephyr. Meanwhile, Rus overtook Cunha, I think, but with soft tires, nothing new. And Blue Danny is finally pitting. But let's see how this goes over Marcio. Tesla Fighter also pitting? Okay. This race is getting interesting. Zephyr also pitting, so Marcio will take the lead certainly. Let's try to see. Blue Danny is still fueling up. Marcio Diaz in the lead. I can't see the tires that Blue Danny took. He goes for the hard tires. Alright folks, this is weird but interesting. Now the two leaders of the race are now in a long stint. JG in the middle of his long stint as well with the hard tires in P3. Tesla Fighter and Zephyr behind. I'm so sorry, but let me check their tires. Mediums for both. It seems that Test and Zephyr are on the same strat. Celinho Russo right behind Zephyr on soft tires, doing his personal best sector. Meanwhile, J. Kira going to the pits, 30 seconds away from Cunha. Now the weather got a little bit cloudy, the track temperature may go a little bit down for a bit. Oh, Blue Danny going a little bit too wide, opening the corner to enter in the Yamagiwa layout. 16 seconds spares, 16 seconds of gap between the top three, and yellow flag, there the car stopped, and it's Marcio! Marcio crashed and loses the lead of the race, and Marcio reverse, quick! No, be careful Marcio, oh my word, be careful with Test, and Zephyr. Zephyr meanwhile, behind Test. This is going to be a battle for the podium. For now, Marcio loses the lead of the race in the lap number 9, Zephyr goes a little bit too wide. but still behind Test. What is happening, folks? I can't believe what I'm seeing. JG, meanwhile, in P2. Good news for the Gripper after a terrible start. Zephyr catching the slipstream from Tesla Fighter, both on the same strategy, so this is a fight for position for sure. Let's go on board with Zephyr. Full throttle on this first sector. Careful with the curbs. The curbs on this track are too dangerous. Zephyr opens the corner in order to get a better exit. Yes, did that much. So Zephyr gained some time. Oh, brakes a little, whoa, and brakes a little bit too late, but I can believe it. What a nice dive bomb from Zephyr, and overtakes Test. Whoa, I got scared for a while because I thought they were going to collide. And here it is, great dive bomb from Zephyr, taking the P3. Incredible maneuver from our G2 driver. But Test doesn't give up. It catches me by surprise. I wasn't waiting for that. Zephyr went full nuts on that, but he's going now a little bit too wide. And Test tries to capitalize the mistakes from Zephyr, and JG, or MV, I'm going to call MV, is right now being attacked by Zephyr. What an interesting race we are having, folks. Hope you're enjoying, despite the technical failures. Whoa! Test, be careful, Test. Snaps a little bit. We have now another battle between Marcio and Arcunha. So sad for Marcio. Crash on one of the most trickiest parts of this track. And now Zephyr is going for the slipstream. Right behind MV. Let's catch it on board. And now he's opening, trying the outside, and Zephyr does it! Zephyr does it on the outside. What a great maneuver. Taking P2 on the race. Excellent driving bar by Zephyr, but I think that MV isn't going to give up. Oh, but already going a little bit too wide. Different strategies as well. MV with used tires and Zephyr practically with new mediums. Let's see if Test tries to go on outside overtake as well. MV tries to... Oh, and the leader of the race leaves the room. Buldani probably had an internet connection problem. And now Zephyr is the leader of the race. What a dramatic race we're having, folks. Meanwhile, Test overtook MV. I didn't saw the overtake, I was focusing on what happened to Buldani. Whoa! Not a good day for Buldani, a day to forget for sure. What a shame, he didn't manage to complete half of the race. Meanwhile, Marcio in front of Arcunha 15. Zephyr with some comfort in P1, Tesla Fighter right behind. MV in third position. This race was going so interesting. Buldani was managing well, but it's a shame. RCD is taking the hairpin a little bit too wide. We have Snirusu pitting. Kirabu already with Zephyr behind. now it's trying to bring the car home. I think this is the main objective for the drivers from now on. It's very hard to fight for positions at this point of the race, but let's see. Zephyr catching blue flags from Kyoto. Not a problem. Tests already over as well. Let's see if these two drivers are able to give us a battle for the win, since they are practically in the same strategy. Probably we will see an undercut or an overcut. Marcio still on the long stint, trying to recover what he lost. He had an excellent start. The same for MV until the crash with Buldani. It's a shame. MV in the end of the hard stint, but not pitting yet. But he's only 5 seconds away from test. Despite they are on different strategies, let's see how the game goes on. This might be the first podium for MV, but not sure. Marcio Dias also on the run. We have some pretty battles, strategic battles for now. It's now a matter of time until the race starts evolving on that. Whoa, be careful, Kira. Full flags. MV on the way. Whoa, careful, careful, careful. And let's see. Kira. It seems that Kira put the game on pause. Not the best way to give the position for someone who's lapping you, because the game is on pause mode is unpredictable and it might follow the racing line. Meanwhile, we have this. Oh, alright, it's MV. Sadly, MV lost a bunch of time with the blue flags and with his tires. He must now pit. This is already losing 2 seconds a lap. And this is good news for Marcio. He's battling for the podium. Cunha also needs to pit. Flinho on medium tires, and here it is, MV pitting. I'm enjoying the diversity of strategies, to be honest. Interesting choices from the grippers here. Let's see if it's enough. Oh, Marcio also pits. I was trying to see if it was enough for him to overtake, but let's see how this goes. Cunha also pitting, which means I think Slinho is going to keep up. Marcio already leaving the pits with medium tires, MV with medium tires as well. Just right behind Slinho, which is not good news for MV. He might lose some time, since they're practically... No, they are actually on the same strategy. Not that different. So the battle for the podium might be open. Cunha on medium tires as well. and test gaining some time on Zephyr. Or losing. Gaining. Losing, gaining. We have the drivers close here. Let's go on board with MV. MV is now catching the dirty air from Slinho Russo, which is not good news. Despite these cars don't produce that much dirty air, but it's enough to lose some temps on the corner. MV with fresh tires compared to Slinho. Meanwhile, I think we are losing a battle or not. Tesla Fighter did take the lead. What happened to Zephyr? Something happened here. Meanwhile, the fight for P4 is on the way. I'm confused, to be honest. MV catching the slipstream. And here he goes, on the inside. Slinho doesn't protect the position, but still manages to go in front. Brakes late, but MV on the inside. Pretty dangerous on this corner, on side to side by side. Whoa, pretty close, pretty close. Be careful, guys, be careful. Fair battle from now on. Something is happening for the P3. No, not really, sorry. It's Marcio lapping Kira. MV with difficulties overtaking Slinho. Slinho is making his life harder. Let's see if MV takes the inside here. Too risky, too risky. Oh, it's going to wide. No! MV collides with the barriers. No, what a shame. This is always going to be a great battle. Oh no. Good news for Slinho Russo. Meanwhile, Zephyr says on chat that he spun. Tesla Fighter is on the lead, but pitting now. Let's see if Zephyr goes for an overcut, and he does. I want to change to Marcio. Thank you. What a shame for MV. No one lucky this race. But a little mistake on this track, a wheel on the grass is enough to ruin everything. Meanwhile, Marcio catching fast. Didn't saw his tires, but okay, Test manages to go with the softs for now. Whoa, what happened to Marcio? What happened to Marcio? Another crash, oh my word. I can't believe. Marcio, please, don't give up, don't give up. Be careful into the... Oh no. Don't do that, don't do that, oh my word, this is not good, this is dangerous. Be careful, Marcio. Still, this is good news for MV, another... Oh my word, Marcio, get out of the racing line. Whoa. These guys give me heart attack. Meanwhile, great news for Slinho Russo. P3. And let's see if MV manages to catch him again. Doing now his personal best sectors. Zephyr in the lead, but with complete dead tires. Probably he will pit now. What an intense race. Kyoto gives always a good show. Kyoto is amazing, guys. Meanwhile, I think it's Kira. Yeah. Arcunia not having an easy life, but aiming to catch Marcio. Meanwhile, Zephyr pits. Let's see if Test's undercut worked or not. Making the last corner and passing the pit lane. Said that I can watch the pits. Okay, Zephyr is now fueling up. Whoa. And Zephyr is now leaving the pits. Not with the full tank. Probably his last stop. Let's see. What a roller coaster of emotions, folks, this race has been. Now Kira in the pits for medium she has medium tires. Let's see what she uses. Now let's focus on these two and try to understand if Zephyr is gaining time or not. For now, he isn't gaining any time. Both drivers on soft. Zephyr with less fuel than Test. That's doing the fastest sector here, purple sector. Zephyr lost some time, but he had to hit those tires. Now that the tires are in a good temperature, he might gain some time gap. Here we have 8 seconds, 8.8. Zephyr is now flying. We'll have probably a battle for the race lead. Celine Roos, meanwhile, a little bit comfortable on P3, but let's see if MV has some strategy there. Kira having a little exit the corner. Oh, be careful, MV! Oh, this corner already ruined a lot. But meanwhile, be careful with Marcio. He's on fresher tires and with less fuel. He might be able to overtake MV, but if he doesn't save any fuel, he will need to get an extra pit stop. And 7 laps, complicated. But also, MV will need to stop because his tires, I actually don't believe that his tires will hold until the end of the race. Celine Roos as well. Meanwhile, Zephyr, 7 seconds behind Test, doing purple sectors. This is going to get so much fun. With pressure tires, it's going to be so complicated for Test to defend. But still, Zephyr has less fuel than Test. Probably he managed to put some fuel and now he might be saving. Marcio D is already behind MV. The next battle. Both need to pit for sure. I will be surprised if if there's no pit coming from these two grippers. Let's go on board with Marcio a little bit. Whoa, the curves, the curves! Be careful with the curves, Marcio. Those curves are so dangerous. Marcio lost some precious time here to MV. Zephyr less than 5 seconds behind Test Fighter, the last TGM winner. And Zephyr is flying. He did the fastest lap of the race for now. 3.2. 3.5 seconds. The gap is reducing a lot. Zephyr with pressure tires and less fuel. Meanwhile, MV overtook. No, sorry. Marcio still in P5. Whoa! A mistake from Selinho! Be careful! Selinho crashed, spinned actually, and MV takes it. Or will he? And yes, he takes it. Whoa, complicated life for Selinho. Let's see if he manages to defend from Marcio Diaz. Meanwhile, other battle is coming up. Whoa. Marcio Diaz catching MV and Zephyr catching Tessel Fighter. 2 battles at the same time. I can't control both, sadly. Selinho and Marcio. Marcio just behind Selinho. The battle for the lead, 2.0 seconds. Marcio will try. Oh, they bump. Oh, let's try to watch on board. Marcio will take the inside line, the outside line. There we go. The old switcheroo. Yes, he makes it. Marcio overtake. Whoa, they go both for the pits at the same time. This was insane. But let's move on to the battle for the win. This was insane. Let's try to check out who is coming in front. Marcio without fuel and Selinho with some fuel. It might be Selinho. 1.7 seconds. Cunha in P4. Selinho Russo with soft tires. Marcio still filling up. But now Selinho with a comfortable position. Let's now take a look at these two. This is going to heat up. Let's see if Zephyr goes for the hairpin. And Zephyr goes out the outside and it overtakes Test before the hairpin. Test doesn't defend that much. He has used tires, and this is Zephyr overtaking Test for the race lead. Test couldn't defend that much. Used tires, it would be completely difficult for him to defend. Meanwhile, Marcio has a 3-second time penalty. And Zephyr and Test, both, they go to the pits. I was wrong, I'm so sorry, but now this is the final stint. This is the final stint. And let's see how this goes for these two. Zephyr still in front, but Test right behind. They both did a splash and go. A quick splash and go, I think. Let me check if they changed tires. No, they changed tires actually. Both on the same strategy. This is incredible. MV goes to the pits with medium tires for now. Probably he will change to soft tires. But now the battle might be interesting here or not. Let's see if Test goes full nuts, but he's losing a little bit of time. Going on the pits. Marcio serving the time penalty. And now Slinho behind MV. MV might be fighting for his first podium. Don't know yet if it's going to be official or not, but we will later find out and reveal. Slinho who's in P4, Marcio Diaz in P5, Arcunha 15 in P6, and Kira. Oh, be careful, Kira. Let's go, let's go. Because we have Zephyr on the way, but Zephyr is 3 seconds ahead of Tesla Fighter. So, unless something happens here, this battle might be over. And Zephyr might get his first win of 2023. Don't know yet, again, if it's official or not. The admins will check that out, but for now, a win it's a win. So, let's celebrate. Despite being or not official. Slinho losing time. This was an incredible race, and it's a shame if it's not official, because despite everything, there was good battles, there was some good drama, and it was interesting overall. I think it was a good race, a good show. Marcio Diaz doing the best personal times. Let me check the tire strategy. Cunha on soft, probably taking the car until the end of the race. Marcio with used softs. Let's see if Cunha manages to gain some time. Slinho Russo in a little bit more used softs than compared to Marcio. MV is comfortable with tires. You just have to bring the car home for a podium. Impossible to catch Tesla Fighter, 37 seconds ahead. And Zephyr is flying 5.8 seconds ahead of Tesla Fighter. Slinho Russo not managing to catch MV, but Marcio gaining some couple tenths, but not enough. Same for Cunha. 3 laps remaining. And I think that the race is already pretty much established. Good racing here, folks, good racing. Despite all the technical problems, the fact that it's not being a multi-class, I think this was an interesting race. And here, whoa, Zephyr just flies and manages to make the fastest lap. 2 minutes, 2 seconds, 0.007. The 007 of this race. Zephyr 0534. It's a couple mistakes, but managed to came in front. Interesting battle with Tesla Fighter. Also trying his best, doing some of his best personal lap times, in this case sectors, and what a beautiful sunset. Hope you're enjoying JP, and I hope that you have a better recover, a fast recover. Marcio Diaz gained a couple of time, but not enough. Cunha lost some time to P5. And the race is established, guys. Unless there's a crash or something like that. But for now, I don't think so. It's Kira right behind. Oh, a spin for Kira! Oh no! Oh, be careful on entering the track. I think it's all clear. No, not yet, not yet. Okay. Zephyr, 9 seconds. What incredible gap. MV is comfortable. Celinho is not that much comfortable. But 2 laps is going to be difficult for Marcio to catch Celinho. But everything is possible. So let's keep an eye on the battle for P4. It might be possible. We don't know. This Kyoto layout, it's pretty long, so anything can happen. Mistakes are pretty common here, as we saw in these last laps. And the curves are pretty dangerous here. 3.7. Celinho is losing a great margin. The tires having a huge dropout of tires. It's going to be tough to win this race. .2 seconds. We might still get a battle for P4 between Mercedes and Celinho, a G4 and G5 driver. Still, awesome result for both. Both drivers on the top 5. MV might be having his first podium. Oh, Mercedes is now full nuts. 2.7, 2.6. Celinho is going to need to think about defending his position. It's going to be a hard one for him. The track now is getting colder as the sun sets. And Marcio is already saying hello. Let's see how this goes. Zephyr, meanwhile, entering on the last lap. 1.9 seconds, 2 seconds. Let's see how this ends. There's someone stopped in the middle of the track. It's Kira. Beautiful scenario for photographies that this race is going to give. Kyoto delivers always good landscapes. Definite test on the last lap. Let's see if it's enough for Marcio and Celinho battle. It's already night in Kyoto. Huge race. 0.8 seconds. Whoa, and be careful. Whoa, Marcio is already going full nuts on Celinho. Celinho tries to go a little bit wide, but Marcio is already on his rear, catching the slipstream, and goes for the inside of the turn 1. Let's see if Celinho tries to defend. Oh, he tries to go wide a little bit faster, but Marcio takes the inside. And let's see how this goes. Marcio is in front already. Let's see if Celinho does give up. He doesn't. He's going to try the outside, it seems. He's already a little bit too far. Not enough. So Marcio, for now, takes P4. But still, there are a couple of corners to do. Meanwhile, Zephyr almost approaching the final corner. Marcio P4. If Celinho doesn't commit any mistake, he might get the chance for fight. But here we have Zephyr 0534 making the last corner and crossing the line to win the Kyoto GT 170 kilometers race. Congratulations to Zephyr for his first TGM victory in 2023. Crystal Fighter comes in second place. What a huge race for him. MV might be doing his first official podium. We're still not sure if this race is going to be considered official. Here we have him. Marcio Dias gaining a comfortable distance from Celinho. and probably Sling won't be able to fight against Marcio Diaz. But still, here we have MV crossing the line in P3. Congratulations, what a roller coaster of race that he had. Marcio Diaz going for P4 and Sling Russo closing on P5. Great top 5 for these drivers. And the spin to the end. Alright. And not a good race for Arcunia 15. Still catched some surprises. But here we have a top 6 for Arcunia and J. Kiribu finishing in last place, 7th place. What an intense race. Interesting stuff happened here. Still, we need to wait for the confirmation from the admins to be sure if this race is going to be considered official or not. It might be, it might not be, since this was planned to be a multi-class racing, it ended up being a GT500 race. Still pretty interesting with a lot of drama, a lot of controversy. Drivers disconnecting sadly, some crashes, but incredible battles for the lead and for other positions like P4 at the end. And pretty interesting race. The first time that we were re-race here in Kyoto, full layout, we have this. Probably the game will crash, I don't know. Should appear the animation of Zephyr celebrating, but I think it's not. So yeah, I'm going to save the replay as soon as possible. Where it is, I can't save the replay. What a shame. There isn't any... Oh, because I didn't watch the full race. Okay, so if there's anyone watching, save the replay. I'm going to try save the replay. The replay. Here we have. Okay, let's try to check the results. Here we have it. Zephyr wins his first victory in 2023. Testal Fighter finishes in P2 with his Honda NSX. Great battle with Zephyr, but RCF took it better. MV finishes in third and for his first podium in TGM. Nice result from him. Marcio Diaz 19 and Sling Russo closing the P5 with a 1 minute gap from the lead. Arcunia 15 in P6, J. Kiribu in P7 with 2 laps behind the race leader, and sadly Buldani 74 did not finish this race. Actually, he didn't complete 50% of the race, so the official results, if this is considered an official race for TGM, it's only going to be until P7. Here we have, folks. It was an interesting race, and yeah, despite all the fails, all the all the problems, all the controversy, we had a race on this Saturday afternoon, and it was a pleasure commenting this race. Hope you come back to check the other following races that we're going to make this year, and make sure that you follow our Twitch channel, to follow our YouTube channel, and to follow our social media, Instagram, and if you want to become a gripper, check our Discord and our website with all the rules and important info that you have to keep in mind to join our community. Thank you very much. Once again, I'm so sorry for the fails. The stream might not be complete. I still need to find where is the first part of the stream, because I was apparently streaming, but not to this channel. I was streaming, the OBS was streaming, to where I don't know. So let's see, I'm going to find that out. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you in the next race. See ya!